China. It's a land of glittering modern cities and spectacular engineering, where 700 million people from rural areas have climbed out of poverty since 1978.
Now, the race is on to target the remaining poor families in an effort to wipe out extreme poverty by 2020.
In this series, we go in search of these families to experience their lives in China's undiscovered countryside and see how people here are working to build more secure and better lives.
Woo! It's right up there.
In northern China, thousands come to celebrate their culture and remember their past. This is the Naadam Festival in Inner Mongolia. Every year, people travel to these grasslands to shoot, race, and wrestle.
We have to be very careful. You don't want to get too close to the horses because they know the race is about to begin.
And I'm on the other side of the country with one of China's smallest ethnic groups, the New, experts with an abundant local plant, bamboo. I'm very intrigued to go see the source of their craft. Using techniques centuries old, I learned how almost anything can be made from this natural wonder. I do feel a bit under pressure. We have to get this to the market in hopes to sell it. And I learned how people can live and prosper in one of the most extreme landscapes I've ever experienced.
And I take to the water to travel back in time to an ancient Chinese town.
Stepping into this courtyard is like stepping into a time capsule.
I learn how this sleeping giant of China's imperial past is being rebuilt brick by brick.
I haven't seen one of these guys stop for a moment, so that means that I can't take a break either.
And discover the curious way a local folk art is helping this community rise again.
My heart is beating at about 100 beats per minute right now.
I'm Chris Fashionelli, born and raised in New York City and a citizen of the world. I've traveled the globe, and I'm passionate about how people live and what makes them tick.
I'm very impressed.
I'm Kimmy Werner, champion freediver and spearfisher. I live off the land and under the waves. I'm keen to meet people like me who choose to live close to nature. And hopefully, I can make some friends on the way.
And I'm Dennis Nia, celebrity TV personality. I'm more at home on the red carpet talking to the stars rather than sleeping under them.
Okay. How do you say cheers?
Una.
Una.
I grew up in America, but my ancestors came from these parts, and I'm fascinated by the culture of rural China today.
Whoa! It's big! Woohoo!
And he's got a horse. 3 travelers staying with 3 families.
Chris.
All looking to find a special hidden China.
Here, we'll work, play, and laugh alongside our hosts.
This way?
And learn what it means to live in their world.
This is Homestay China.
The sweeping grasslands of Inner Mongolia. This land was once home to Genghis Khan and his vast army. Fierce warriors and the finest horsemen charged across these plains. The armies may have gone, but the horse is still a vital part of life here today. I'm on my way to meet a family of nomadic herders.
I'm really excited about this because I heard that they're one of the most famous champion horse racing families, and they're going to show me the ropes.
I've traveled 800 kilometers from Beijing to the settlement of Bayou Indus, deep in the rolling prairies of Inner Mongolia. I'm here to experience an ancient way of life, a life of herding, roaming, and living off the land. And it's a special time. This is one of the most important Mongolian events of the year, the Naadam Festival. A group of tents marks the end of my journey and the start of my adventure.
Hello.
I'm here to meet Erdem Billiger and his family.
Hi, my name is Dennis. Wow, this is for me? Oh, You are so cute. Hi. Hey, 里面还有人. There's somebody inside.
This tent, or gur, is the heart of Mongolian life.
Like this?
对，奶茶。
All right. Thank you, guys. 谢谢.
This gur is decorated with dozens of medals and trophies for Erdenbilliger's horse racing.
I heard you were an amazing horseman.
그네도 더 죽고 쇼비 있었다. 어르신 대어는 매가 야물 지르고 있다. 진리사 난돌.
Though Erdenbilliger still lives in the traditional nomadic way, his son has settled with his young family in a house in town. Despite the family's horse riding tradition, he, like many herdsmen on the prairie today, prefers motorbikes.
Ready?
As he takes me to check on the livestock, he explains his family used to only raise sheep. Recently, though, they were given some cattle to start breeding calves to sell. It's a part of rural development initiative targeted at the poorest families here, which aims to increase their cash income. Now it's time for the whole family to leave for the annual Naadam Festival. The entire home and Erdenbilliger's prize-winning racehorses need to be packed up, ready for the journey. Gurs are designed for the nomadic life. For thousands of years, they have been the ideal home for people in this region. With a wooden frame and a wool and fur covering, the circular shape helps resist the strong winds of the grasslands,
Oh, this closes.
keeping everyone inside warm and dry. It's also very portable.
All right.
Erdenbilliger tells me we need to take a sheep to the festival.
Do I go with him? Okay, which one do you want?
这个。
Whoa! Whoa! Hey! And I got sheep poop all over me. Ugh. Oh, they're kind of strong.
Erdenbilliger's passion, like so many in this region, is racing. There's a saying here, a Mongolian without a horse is like a bird without wings. And this is his favorite.
Really some efficient packing. They got their whole house, all their belongings, and a sheep, and 3 horses. Hey, look at that. All right, let's go.
We've got an epic journey ahead of us. And along with thousands of others from all over this land, we're heading to a festival that I've heard sums up Mongolian culture.
From the rolling grasslands in the north to the dramatic mountains in the southwest. I've traveled more than 3,000 kilometers from Beijing to the village of Kualaidi, a settlement clinging to these perilous slopes on the far eastern edge of the Himalayas. I'm here in the Kualaidi village, home of the New people. And they're one of the absolute smallest minority groups in China. Tectonic activity and fast-flowing rivers have made their home amongst the most dramatic I've ever visited. You must be Bo Shushu. I'm Kimmy. Nice to meet you. On the horse? Okay. Bo Sanyi has invited me to stay with his family for the next few days. The New are known for their skills with bamboo. The plant grows all over this region. The lifestyle here seems so different from my island home in Hawaii. The slopes are so steep, I feel like I could slide down the mountain. I love making things with my hands, and I want to see what these people can do with bamboo, and maybe they can teach me. Hi, I'm Kimmy. Thank you so much. Amazing. Okay. Shoes on are okay? It's okay? Nice. Oh, wow, this is not what I was expecting. I think I was expecting to come into some sort of like bamboo hut, and this is a very modern house. Drywall and paint and a big fluffy bed. Yeah, not what I would have guessed. The bed will have to wait. Mom just gave me these tools, but I think I'm holding them wrong. Bamboo basket at the ready. It's time to get to work. Nice garden. Okay. This is real family life. Getting put right in and helping with chores no matter how tough. Not this whole style of doing it. It's a little challenging for me. It's kind of awkward not being able to move my head and look around when I'm on a very steep hill holding a knife. But I will try my best. And I thought lunch was for us. Oh, you chop it all up for your pigs. Leftover rice and noodles. Lucky pigs. Hey, piggies. Hey, hey, hey. I didn't do anything. Oh, I just got dumped on your head. Oh, God. The terrain here is extreme, but the new have carved terraces from the steep slopes. And recently, they've started growing a new crop. The Rhizoma paradis. It's an important plant in traditional Chinese medicine. Bo San Yi tells me the government gave families plant seedlings and now it's widely farmed in this area. And everyone receives a cash income for their crop. What does it help people with? For Bo and the other farmers, growing and now selling this plant has certainly improved their lives. It's money in the bag for them. This glorious view hides just how precarious life here can be. Bo San Yi's old wooden house was destroyed in a storm. The family received a government grant to build a strong concrete home. Bo tells me tomorrow I'll see the source of the new traditional craft. Bamboo.
The mighty Yellow River. At nearly 5,500 kilometers, it's one of the longest rivers in the world. Once, everything in China was moved by water. But as river transport died out, so did the towns and villages on the river banks. That is, until now. I've traveled for more than a day from Beijing to the ancient town of Chikou.
你好，
你好。
欢迎来我们七口，我叫楚丽梅。
Julie May, Chris. What? I love motorbikes.
This place has seen better times, but it's now on the way up. I'm staying with Julie May and her husband. While I'm here, I'll help them as they bring this grand imperial village back to life.
They're a very confident motorbike driver. Are we here?
I'm in the ancient town of Chikou on the banks of the Yellow River.
Umbrellas, scissors, and everything here.
Julie May has invited me to stay with her family. But first, she wants to show me one of the keys to why Chikou is now on the way up.
这就是我们的皮影仔，进去看一下，就这个。
Dacia, which means big sister, just walked me through one of the busiest streets I've seen in China. I thought this was a quaint little village. And now apparently she's a performer, and I'm gonna see a play that shows the history of Chikou. Here?
Julie May used to be a subsistence farmer. Now she performs in an attraction that's drawing visitors back to Chikou, the Shadow Puppet Theater. Shadow puppetry is an ancient Chinese art form at least 2,000 years old. Across the ages, it's been the perfect way to hand down stories from one generation to the next. Today's play tells the history of Chico, an epic tale of traveling merchants selling silks, spices, and precious goods. This trade made Chico wealthy and one of the most famous towns in China.
First of all, I'm gonna have nightmares for about the next month. Those silhouette-type creatures always freaked me out when I was a kid, so to see them up there now just brought me back to my childhood.
Despite my puppet phobia, I want to learn more about this ancient art form. Theater director Mr. Ho has been teaching shadow puppetry all of his life. Perhaps he can teach me.
Can I tell you something? I'm a little embarrassed to tell you this, but when I was a kid, I went to a puppet show and it gave me nightmares. Can you help me get over my fear of puppets? It's a real thing.
可以，可以，可以。
That sounds great. I promise to do my best. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow.
After hours on the road, our spectacular journey across the grassland is over, and we finally arrived at the Naadam Festival.
It's about 6:30 now. We do have decent sunlight, but I'm a little worried because we got a pretty big camp to set up.
But of course, setting up a new camp efficiently is what nomadic people do.
Well, I think this is amazing how the whole family knows where everything goes. Look at this. This is a whole team working. Okay. It's not as easy as it looks. A little bit of light to it.
As night falls over the grasslands, our home for the next few days is all set up.
Oh, wow. We did a lot today. I think Mom and Dad is going to sleep over here, and there's space here. We got some friends that just joined. I'm really not sure who they are. And then one more guy just came. Yeah, I'm not sure who he is either.
I don't usually share where I sleep with a bunch of strangers, but I'm learning that hospitality is the nomadic way.
The more the merrier. We had a full house. So this is where I'm going to spend the night. Super excited about tomorrow. Good night. That's so adorable.
It's just 6 in the morning, and it seems the whole festival is on the move. Before any riders can compete, we need to offer prayers. Artem Biligarin and his family follow Tibetan Buddhism, an anonymous religion. The sky, the earth, and all living creatures are deemed to be sacred. This altar of rocks is known in Mongolian as Obo.
比如说都是敬完敖报以后都会敖报也会保佑我们这个蒙古地方就是年年有余，都是年年不干旱，还有不生病，一生平安，都会保佑。
Standing at this altar, I've got my own special thoughts.
I'm going to pray for this guy to win a champion this year for their family collection of medals again.
With the ceremony over, the games can begin. Today, Naadam festivals are a chance for friends and families to meet, but their origins dates back centuries to a time when the three skills celebrated, archery, horse racing, and wrestling, were essential for survival here on the grasslands.
Hey, I got a whistle.
这个有声。
I'm in the remote mountain village of Kualaidi. And I'm learning how this rugged landscape shapes everything that happens here. It's time to go to work, and that means we're heading out into the bamboo forest. I'm very intrigued to go see the source of their craft. I really don't know how my own skills are going to hold up compared to theirs, but I did get a lot more comfortable at carrying a basket on my head, so you never know. Don't think my basket will fit through here. I don't know what I was expecting. I don't know, I guess somehow I still thought when we got to the bamboo forest we'd be somewhere flat and a little easier to not fall down the cliff, but no, looks like we're getting to work right here. So slippery and steep right here. I just keep looking for the next bamboo to try and catch my fall if I don't. Bamboo is a natural wonder, light, strong, and very fast growing. Its closely woven mat of roots also holds soil in place on these steep slopes. Bamboo can be used for anything, from scaffolding to water carriers to making instruments. But the young green trees Bo and his family want are for weaving. The bamboo listens to him. He just manipulates it to do whatever he wants it to do. Yeah. Gosh, this whole thing got complicated fast. Oh, gosh. You're doing all the hard work. This twisted. Shucks. I started getting a little too cocky with my weaving. I do feel a bit under pressure because we have to get this to the market in hopes to sell it. Looks great. Wow. Gosh, basket weaving is hard work. Make no mistake about it. Bo Juju says it's not hard work. He works really hard. Tomorrow's market day, and we'll see how it goes. I really, really hope that we sell because those baskets are worth every penny. I thought that was the end of the day, but Bo had other ideas. As a famous local musician, he's keen for me to hear some traditional new music. I think I'm in for something really special. I'm just gonna walk in a circle.
The town of Chico has sat beside the Yellow River for centuries. Its grand, imposing structures tell us of its wealthy past. But today, many of these buildings lie quiet and empty.
What's for breakfast?
Li Mei and her husband, Chen Guoshen, live in a 300-year-old cave house.
It looks wonderful, Mom.
The government, keen to protect Chico's heritage, lent them money to rebuild. Now Guoshen works full-time renovating other historic buildings in the town. During the Qing dynasty, Chico was a wealthy place. But as river trade died, jobs vanished, and many people moved away. Those who stayed, like Li Mei and Guoshen, scratched a meager life as subsistence farmers. Now, a government renovation scheme is rebuilding the old cave courtyards, giving employment to locals like Guoshen.
What do you want me to do with this? 拆这个 Take the brick, put it in the bucket.
And the result of this restoration, as Chico's former glories reemerge, is that tourism is rebuilding the town's economy.
I'm very impressed.
While Guo Shun and the guys carry on with the renovations, I've got an appointment with Mr. Ho and some puppets.
Good to see you.
Shadow puppets themselves are a work of art. Each puppet is made from an animal skin, and they are all hand-painted.
Was this your idea? Did you come up with the concept behind the show?
对，是我自己来设计来演出，这个是老传统。
They're beautiful. Who's this guy?
这个是孙悟空，孙猴子，这妖怪。
Why are they fighting each other?
他是在人间陷害老百姓，妖怪害人的。对，这就让他下来收服他，擒拿他，抓他来了。我教你，这个手一下撑开。
I'm feeling very uncomfortable spending so much time with these puppets already. They're gonna be in my dreams tonight.
哎，这是撑开手，
Yeah,
哎看，哎这就能打了，看，1、2、3、4、5、6，哎好，看这么样走过来，看再算5、6、7，哎飞走了。
Okay.
Slowly, as these puppets begin to come alive in my hands, I feel my fear slipping away. And Mr. Ho has a surprise for me.
哎，对，这就。
Tomorrow there's a performance, and I am to take part.
你就得演这个角色，你就得上这个角色。
Are you sure? You wanna put me on the stage?
你明天就演这个，他的这个，1、2、3、4、5，哎，
There's no way I'll get all
明
that.
天就这个。
Okay. You have a lot of confidence in me. Why I don't know.
一定能成功。
It's an honor to be asked,
哎，对。
and I just hope that I'm up to it.
OK。
Tomorrow night, we'll see.
I got it.
I'm beginning to understand how Nadam celebrates the skills once needed to thrive here on the grasslands. Back at Erdem Billiger's tent, preparations are underway for a celebratory dinner, Mongolian style.
Is it dead already?
死了，you know.
Uda Balad needs firewood
There we go.
because she's going to cook the lamb on one of the smartest campfires I've ever seen.
This is genius. So they've dug a hole that's big enough to fit the pot in. And the other one is an entrance where you can put the firewood in. But on the other side, they put a pipe inside so that the smoke can come out.
It's fast, efficient, and totally windproof.
Oh, my goodness. Hands down, the best lamb meat I've ever had in my life. How do you say cheers in Mongolian?
Jawona.
Jawona.
Ona.
Ona. Ona. I think I'm gonna relax a bit. Maybe play some tunes for Mom.
A chance to play and share something with Uda Bala, who's taking me into her family, is the least I can do.
Wow, that's really beautiful.
In the mountains of Kuala Di, Bo and I are taking a beautiful yet terrifying journey off to the market. We literally spent all day yesterday weaving baskets. I think they're beautiful, and I just really, really hope that they sell because I want this family to make extra income. Hopefully, baskets are in demand today. Maybe we're a little late, but hopefully they sell. Yeah?
30块钱了，还给我30块钱了。对，啥菜的，老婆还给我红过。
Sati cat. Yeah?
Sati cat.
Sati cat. You wanna see? It's a good basket.
妈我的，Sati cat 我来，
It
还
took
给
a
我干
lot
了
of
家。
hard work.
30块。
Three. The Sati cat.
哎，哦
Sati
cat。
Bye.
我多一。
One
哎，
down.
俺你多我还给我为了多哦。
It's not easy. All the baskets look pretty good, so we're just trying to win them over with our personalities and see if that helps. Ni hao.
哎，我不。
Business seems to be picking up. Good. Second sell of the day. Shit.
哦，快！
Got a full sale. We didn't even have to bargain down.
俺你弄多我，还给我为了多哦。
Making money. With all the baskets sold, I really want to do something to say thank you to the family. So I'm going to cook dinner. I see the food market. Okay. I don't know what I'm making, but I'm definitely gonna get garlic. Let me get this. I can put it in my bag. How much is it? Shay. Oh, wait. I think I see steak. Okay, could I get this without the fat? So, 20. Okay. Is 15? 15, okay? Cool. I almost spent all my money. I think one of the things that I like most about cooking is it puts us all on this level that we can all connect on. Especially in places like this where people are so connected to where food comes from. There's just really no better way to show my appreciation, show my love.
你要加啥加鱼？你要加啥哦？
It's finger food.
好吧，啥子都有。
One hand, can't do. Sitting down with Dad and the family with food I've made is something I will always remember.
可不好意思，明天就早饭带对下。
可不是做饭就好呗。
Today was a great day. I'm really, really happy that we sold baskets. I think I was, I think I might have freaked a few people out on the streets, but we sold all our baskets, and that was just felt like victory.
It's early morning in the ancient town of Chico. Li Mei has been helping me prepare for my debut as a shadow puppeteer. And I thought it'd be a good idea to teach her how I relax.
I wanted to take you through a morning yoga routine to clear the mind, stretch the body, and get ourselves ready for the day. Try. Okay, maybe it's better if we turn like this. Great, you did so great. How does it feel?
Although body and mind are now refreshed, I am worried about those puppets.
I'm very nervous for the show tomorrow. He gave me a lot of instructions of what to do.
不需要紧张，其实很好演的。
She explains that she was only chosen to train as a puppeteer at the new theater because she was extremely poor. No one knew how talented she would prove to be. And working with these puppets has totally changed Li Mei's life.
现在的生活就比以前好多了，因为就像以前吧，就像一般一年也不买一件衣服，一家人都感觉这个经济来源没有这个经济来源，就不怎么买衣服穿。
As the new and renovated buildings appear on Chico's skyline, there's an optimism for the future right across this community.
Oh, it's 4 in the morning right now. I feel like everybody is up already. You hear a lot of preparing outside because they're off to get the horse race started. Everyone has to prepare. And they have to go out and find grass for the horse and feed him. Erdem Billiger has been training all year for this day.
I think he's over there. The champ.
All riders must complete 3 laps of the whole festival site.
He's saying that we have to be very careful. You don't want to get too close to the horses because they know the race is about to begin. Oh, no, here we go. They're getting started. Let's go, come on! Woo! Erdem Billiger, he's up in front. Woo! He's right up there. He is right up at the front. Oh, man.
Erdem Billiger told me how he loves to ride since his grandfather taught him, and about the connection he feels with his ancestors, who would have galloped across these prairies.
I think the other 2 horses pulled away, but he's still holding on to third. Let's hope at least he can keep that spot. Oh, he's still up in front. Oh, go, my brother. Oh, he's number 2 right now. He's second in place. Still going strong. And this should be the last circle. Come on, buddy. I know you can do it. Let's go.
But the final lap proved just too much.
What happened? I don't see him.
At the end, Erdem Billiger's ride had nothing more to
I see him.
give.
He's coming. All right.
Here on the prairie, the horse's welfare is more important than winning.
Erdem Billiger, I hope he's feeling all right. Are you all right? Oh. You all right?
The race marks the end of this year's festival. Erdem Billiger didn't win, but it's clear that continuing to celebrate Anatam is what really matters to him.
The time has come for me to make my shadow puppet debut.
Excited?
兴奋，非常兴奋，看这么多观众。
Can we practice? Practice, practice.
好，练习了。
In Chico, I'm about to take to the stage as a shadow puppet performer. I may have overcome my fear of puppets, but Mr. Ho has some last-minute advice.
Gently, gentle. Been so aggressive, that's the problem. I have to be gentle. Turn his legs.
哎，
Oh!
哎呀，哎，这就棒了，
这就棒了。
哎，
If I can do it like that in showtime, we're in good shape.
就放着吧。哎，开吧。
No, 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 we're starting?
来世一阵风，好不逍遥也。
Everyone is spellbound. These puppets may be just made out of leather and wood, but they tell stories from the mists of time, passed down the generations. And suddenly, it's my moment.
You can't feel this, but my heart is beating at about 100 beats per minute right now. Thank you, brother. Thank you, Mama. It was so much fun. Thank you so much for teaching me. I was very, very inspired by you.
欢迎下次再来。
羡慕羡慕，来，谢谢。
Wow, what a way to go. Fires, shadow puppets, it's incredible. And this entire village is stepping back to traditions, and people are coming to see it, including myself. I feel like I'm a little bit a part of this village.
And it's my last day in the mountains. I think it's gonna be especially hard to say goodbye to Dad because we just bonded so much, and I'm gonna miss his spirit, I'm gonna miss his smile. But I got to see exactly how this community and this family is thriving here. Thank you so much for everything.
就大家有特点，我跟他们有努力，他们的口红力。
Dad, thank you for everything.
现在一样的了不？我们讲我们的
I hope I can come back. Bye. I came on this homestay knowing nothing about the new people. Rains and landslides threatened their way of life in this remote region. But with stronger houses and new cash crops to improve their income, it seems these villagers feel confident in their future.
Wow, what an incredible stay. Guys, thank you so much. I had an incredible time.
Erdem Billiger and his family live a life that maintains their culture and their nomadic heritage, a love of horses and the prairie.
主要是客人走，他要走的时候，我们就会敬牛奶，保他一路平安，一生平安的意思。
Life on the prairies has made these hospitable people who they are. And I feel honored to have been able to share a few days at the Naadam Festival with them.
I'm leaving a town that a few years ago was down on its luck, but today is flourishing. A town that is now visited by people from across China and the world.
We take a picture together.
And I've met two amazing people central to this rebirth. As Guo Shun renovates the grand architecture, Li Mei is handing down the history to younger generations. I think Chico has a bright future ahead.